Each level in the Backrooms is assigned a survival difficulty class that determines its danger to the Wanderer. In addition to the standard difficulty classes from 0 to 5, there are some unusual ones. For example, Dead Zone is a class awarded to levels where survival is impossible. There is its complete alternative, the Habitable class. If the threat at a level is not entities, but the environment, then it receives an E class, for example 3E or 5E. But there are levels at which neither the entities nor the environment pose a threat. They may seem ordinary at first glance and even quite suitable for life, but this is only until you understand that the level affects your psyche, destroying you mentally. Hello, today I will tell you about Psi-class levels and why they're so dangerous. Let's begin. Level 74 is a theater consisting of a theater hall and surrounding looping hallways. The hall consists of 20 rows of seats. Next to every fifth row there is a door leading to the hallway. At the end of the hall there is a wide stage with a heated floor, which can be easily climbed onto. The hallway contains a popcorn machine, as well as several posters showing the Backrooms levels. Some of them show as yet undetected levels. The hallways also have stairs, elevators, and intersections, but they will all eventually lead to one of the level 74 doors. However, this isn't done via non-Euclidean means. Instead, arriving back is something believed to be done subconsciously, with every choice made by an individual slowly leading them back to the main area. When entering the level, the seats will be occupied by human figures, reminiscent of people the Wanderer met earlier, from family members to random passers-by. They all have simplified facial expressions and actions and will always be watching the stage. After a while, the stage will begin to fill with other people wearing white masks, acting out an episode related to what you saw in your dreams. For example, they will sometimes drop shredded paper near their mouths to simulate teeth falling out, pretend dead, chase each other, and other actions relating to dreams. The longer the Wanderer stays on the level, the more his psyche collapses. After the 2-hour mark of being in the theater, all the people and the sounds they make instantly vanish, disorienting the Wanderer. He will experience a feeling of being watched. Unknown sounds will be heard in the walls, varying from case to case, entities, shifting and cracking metal, gusts of wind. After some time, it will seem to the person that the walls are narrowing. The seats are expanding infinitely, sounds will become louder, while strange figures will begin to appear in the Wanderer's peripheral vision. Despite the apparent reality of what is happening, all this happens only in the Wanderer's head, having a serious impact on his mind. All of this can be stopped by jumping into one of the trapdoors on the stage leading to the enigmatic level installation, but they cannot be accessed until 2 hours after entry to the level. Level 150 has a self-explanatory name. This is an asphalt road that goes endlessly into the distance in the middle of a field and trees. The level is illuminated by faint blue light, which creates the feeling that the level is in a constant state of sunset. In the sky you can also see a red orb which resembles a moon. To detect the first signs of the influence of level on the mind, you just need to walk perpendicular to the road. Soon, you will return to it and forget the last few minutes. There is also a slight hum at the level, which increases its intensity from simple annoyance to the state of like a drill trying to get into your brain. Most likely, this is due to mental disturbances produced by the level. Staying on a level for enough time will begin a process called
The Forge is a 5-phase process during which a person forgets absolutely everything except his name. Old memories and skills are replaced by completely new ones, creating a new personality. The speed of Forge depends on the time the Wanderer stays at the level. Phase 1. During this phase all the irrelevant memories will be replaced. These do not play a relevant role in the way of being of the subject in question but can cause great confusion because decisions such as the direction taken or the plan to follow can be suddenly changed, which makes navigating level 150 more difficult. Phase 2. From the second phase, more deeply rooted memories begin to be replaced. They are classified as distant memories. They are little transcendent memories that manage to stay in the subject's mind, although they don't have a real weight in their personality or life. With this, the change in the subject's previous history begins, although during this phase the mental integrity can still be saved. Phase 3. At this point, the exposure to the properties of level 150 will have irreversible changes in the way of being of the affected subject. Phase 3 consists in the replacement of all the skills learned during the life of the affected person. This can cause conflicts in the mind of the wanderer since there is a disparity between the skills and the knowledge possessed. Phase 4. The knowledge that the affected wanderer has acquired will be replaced in this phase. These are generally replaced in a way that generates a synergy with their new abilities, although this does not always happen. At the end of this phase, a subject will have been forged that maintains its core but will have lived a different life. Phase 5. During the final stage, the remaining original memories of the subject are replaced, those that make them what they are and without which they would be a completely different person. Until now, none of the subjects affected by this process has received a new name, being this the only thing maintained. Presumably the foundry is the reason for this level's properties. The huge building spans 47 square kilometers and looks like a huge factory in poor condition with rust everywhere and metal waste and garbage scattered around. The building is completely occupied by a mechanism called the machine. It constantly works and makes noise. There is no physical impact on it. You cannot enter it. The machine extends to a series of basements under it, but they were not particularly explored. It has been confirmed that the forge process begins as soon as the wanderer enters the level. It is unknown how the machine finds out about this.
There is a group in the level called newcomers. These are people who went through the forge process and remained on the level. They are friendly and live in a small town next to the road. They will also help you get out of this level safely, but you will most likely already be affected by the early stages of forge by the time you reach them. Level 750 is a nightclub consisting of 3 areas. The first one is the bar, theorized center of level 750. The interior walls of the bar are made up of shelves and cabinets. There are counters with bar stools along the perimeter, which helps to serve customers from all angles. In the bar you can find a variety of bottles of different shapes, colors and contents. Bright neon lights illuminate a dim room with saturated colors. Most of the drinks are chemically identical to their front room's alternatives. You can find everything you want here, from ordinary water to high-quality alcohol. The most rare and expensive liquors are stored in glass cases or high shelves. Although you can freely climb over the counters and take any drink, there are 4 wandering bartenders constantly working on the level who will always help you. Each of them has his own nickname depending on the cardinal direction where he is located: north, south, west and east. They are all responsible for their assortment. The level looks pretty safe, but don't forget that it has a psi class. In the Infinite Nightclub, the wanderer will begin to feel the effects of intoxication, regardless of whether he drank or not, because the effect is purely mental. Gradually, the degree of intoxication will increase, crossing the permissible limits. While at level 750, the wanderer should follow 3 rules that will help reduce the effect. Drink almond water. Eat nutritious foods whenever possible. Remain mindful and cognizant of the situation. The dance rooms is the second area of the level, consisting of an unknown number of interconnected rooms, each unique in size and atmosphere. Flashing spotlights, laser lights and fog machines are used in each room, and in combination they give the feeling of a surreal floating or stop-motion effect. The music plays at high volume, but does not cause pain or discomfort even after prolonged listening. Each room plays music of different styles, genres and eras. In the dance rooms, the psychological effects increase in severity, hindering coordination and mental lucidity and inducing loss of judgment. It is dangerously easy to lose track of time and purpose in this environment, and to want to keep dancing in a drunken bliss. The risk of becoming one of the all-nighters, a group of wanderers who have succumbed to levels of intoxication and consumed so much alcohol that their cognitive abilities are dulled and their memory is irreparably damaged, is especially high. Due to the level of alcohol in their blood, communicating with them is extremely difficult, but still possible. The alcohol in their blood goes beyond all limits known to man, but at level 750 they remain alert and efficient. They know nothing other than tirelessly dancing in a euphoric haze, forever living in the moment with the thrum of music in their veins as if it were their own heartbeat. Despite all this, they remain very friendly, know their way around the level and help new travelers. There are also several wallmen, tall, dark figures located along the walls. They wear a security guard uniform and sunglasses. Their only goal is to pacify entities and some wanderers. If provoked, the nearest wallman will run towards the offender and forcefully drag him into the toilets. There he will throw it at the wall, forcing the wanderer to knock it to a random level, but sometimes this does not happen. In other cases, wallmen are harmless. Toilets are the third area of the Infinite nightclub. These are cramped toilets located between the dance rooms, accessible through doors with the toilets sign. They are quite rare and difficult to find in the dark, so you should contact All-Nighter for help, because they know the location of these doors. The white tiles that make up the floor and walls are cracked and stained. Fluorescent lamps brightly illuminate the room, bringing discomfort to eyes accustomed to darker surroundings. The sinks have barely any running water and the toilets may not work properly. The music from the external dance rooms is muffled but still reverberates throughout the toilets, alongside a barely audible ringing noise. Since this is the last area of level 750, this is where the exit is located. In any room, in the far end you can find a rectangle of perfectly clean white tiles. After passing through it, the wanderer will find himself at the level from which he entered the Infinite nightclub. Exiting level 750 instantly relieves all symptoms of intoxication, but not the consequences. A stubborn hangover will occur with all its symptoms, proportional to the degree of intoxication. It is recommended to drink almond water, eat nutritious meals and rest often to relieve the effects, but this process will not be quick. If no attempt is made to relieve the hangover, the wanderer will turn into a wretch. Leaving level 750 will not, however, repair memory loss or mental deterioration. In some cases, repercussions have been observed to be so severe as to cause victims to instantly fall into a coma, or even die from alcohol poisoning. I told you about 3 levels of the Psi class. Yes, they are very dangerous, but you shouldn't be afraid of them, because there are about 5 or 6 of them in the entire Backrooms and it's not very easy to accidentally get on them. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know how many videos I can make, but the better the statistics on them, the more motivation I will have.
It was a gift for you.
But I'll try to make at least 2 more videos. That's all. Bye.